This story takes us back 50 years in Utah, where a teenage girl was found dead. Her story was left unfinished, and her killer for many years was unknown. The victim's family waiting for answers that never came. And so the case went cold. Buried in time, but never really forgotten. Now, half a century later, science has done what time could not. DNA evidence has finally revealed the truth.
We now have definitive evidence proving that Theodore Ted Bundy murdered Laura.
The case dates back to 31st of October 1974. 17-year-old Laura Ann Amy was last seen at a Halloween party. According to the Utah County Sheriff's Office, she left the event to go on a convenience store run, but she never returned. Hikers found her body about a month later. It was down an embankment just off the mountain road. Amy was bound, beaten, and without clothing. Authorities said that the evidence indicated that she had likely been kept alive for several days after her abduction. Now, 15 years later, in 1989, Ted Bundy confessed to killing Amy. But authorities rejected that confession, calling it insufficient and saying that the evidence and forensic tools at the time were not enough to secure a conviction. So there was a direct confession, but it was evidence that came into question. However, in 2023, the State Crime Lab got new technology that allows investigators to extract DNA from samples even of small, degraded from age bodies or victims. Or it could even contain DNA from multiple people. Last year, in 2025, the Sheriff's Office began efforts to resolve Amy's cold case. They used this new forensic technique and DNA test comparisons. This process confirmed that the DNA evidence recovered from Amy's body in 1974 actually belonged to Bundy. Utah County Sheriff Sergeant Mike Reynolds, who was involved in reviewing Amy's case last year, described the late teen as the quintessential daughter of Utah County.
With that evidence and the full support of the Utah County Sheriff's Office, we bring this case to a closure, and most importantly, we bring closure, hopefully, to the Amy family who have endured over 50 years of the loss of their loved one.
Authorities say that the new forensic techniques will make any future DNA test comparisons easier for those law enforcement agencies who still have many cases open, especially the one involving Ted Bundy. Bundy, as is well known, is one of US's most prolific serial killers. It's a name that once terrorized the entire country. While it is unknown exactly how many people he killed, Bundy confessed to murdering 30 women across Washington, Oregon, Colorado, Utah, and Florida. This was a nationwide crime. In fact, it's not known when Bundy first began his attacks. But by 1974, young women, many of whom were college students, began disappearing in Washington state. He first came onto the police radar when he was accused of Carol Danrich's murder, a 17-year-old girl from Salt Lake City. In fact, Bundy's arrest at the time drew widespread fascination, in part because many considered him to be charming and handsome. A New York Times article about his trial back then described him as a, quote, terrific-looking man with curly brown hair and blue eyes, as if all of that really mattered. In 1979, he was found guilty of several charges, including first-degree murder in the killings of two Florida State University sorority sisters, Lisa Levy and Margaret Bowman. In 1980, he was found guilty for the murder of a 12-year-old girl, Kimberly Leach. Ted Bundy was sentenced to death, and the execution took place in an electric chair at Florida State Prison in January of 1989. But in the decades since, his name has lived on through countless films, documentaries, books, and even biographies. Now, nearly 4 decades after his death, his shadow still looms over unsolved cases. And today, one question remains: how many more? How many more did Ted Bundy really kill? And when will we ever find out?